Stop worrying about others' expectations. It's your life. Do what makes you happy. So I just did a little meeting with somebody at the gym,
Mhm.
one of my students, and he was having some uh, existential dread about his life.
Mm.
He's not quite out of college yet, and he's worried about what he should be doing. Should he be? Because some of his other peers have already got jobs lined up, and he doesn't.
Mhm.
Um, and he's like worried about where he's going to fall, what he's doing.
Sure.
Um, and he's got a fiance, and he's worried about like what's going to happen there.
Mm.
And so, we talked a little bit, and I mean, this dude is like, he's in great physical shape.
Mhm.
I mean, there ain't no freshman 30 or 15 or whatever on this guy. This
Right.
guy's in great shape. He's got a great fiance.
Mhm.
They're living together, paying for
Mhm.
everything themselves,
Right.
paying for his own school. I'm like, what the hell? What are you not doing well? Like, you're doing pretty damn well.
Mhm.
Like, when I was in your spot, I was not doing that well.
Right.
I didn't have my shit figured out.
Yep.
Nobody, like, I know people now that are like 50 years old, they do
Still
not have
have
their
your
shit
shit
put
together.
together as well
Yeah.
as you do. Um, and, we talked and talked and talked, and it just came down to I think he was just worried about what his fiance's parents thought of him, and thought that he needed to do things a certain way to make them happy. And I was just like, bro, that's never going to happen. Like, I don't want to burst your bubble, but one, you're probably like, you're never going to be good enough for
Oh,
their
yeah.
daughter. Like, if I had a daughter, it'd be the same way, you know?
Okay. I can affirm that.
Yeah. Uh, so like, dude, you're doing great.
Yeah.
You need to just like do it, because what he wanted to do was like start his own business. He wants to like be an entrepreneur and all this stuff. But he's like, should I go get this, like, work at a bank or whatever? I was like, man, you got definitely need to do what you think you need to do. Um, but don't do it because they think you need to do it.
Yeah.
That's just gonna set you up for like the worst life. I mean, I think back to I've got family members that like they were together to get out of school, to get married, have kids, and they're like, shit, we were just doing what everybody thought we should do.
Right.
And they're like, we don't like this.
Yeah.
And then they, go separate ways. And it's just like, you're just doing what society thinks you should be doing.
Yeah. It builds a lot of resentment.
Yeah, I think that's where resentment comes from.
Mhm.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm here because of you.
Right.
It's like, well, no, you're here because you decided to do that.
Right. You still
You
made
can't
that
you can't put it
decision.
on somebody else.
No.